Hey everybody, this is Anthony from AWO Comics coming at you again with another video for some more comics that we've gotten in. Latest haul that we've gotten in. We're going to show it off and let you guys see it. We've gotten a lot of good books here lately, found a lot of stuff on Whatnot and eBay, and just kind of want to share some of you guys and see what you thought, and maybe go over some things in this video about grading and conditions of comics and what I think about conditions and stuff, and just different little terms that are used in conditioning to kind of help any new people out there that aren't familiar with it. Stay tuned. We'll be back here with some more comics and sharing everything with you at AWO. Hey, welcome back here at AWO Comics. We're about to get into this. So these hauls that we've gotten in, just a lot of really good comics we've gotten in lately. Kind of wanted to share with you guys some of the good comics. We got some pretty good buys on them. Just kind of talk about some of the conditions of comics and stuff, and let's get started. Move this camera down where you guys can see a little better. This first one is a near comic. If you watched the last video, I told you guys a little bit about an antique mall that I went to over in Roswell, and the guy had some of these near Miles Morales and these variant cover Spider-Man with Miles Morales on them. These were limited to a 3,000 print run, and he had two that I really liked, but he didn't have them there when I got over there. Well, the guy actually messaged me when I came back home, told me he would actually ship these comics to me and pay the shipping and sell them to me for what I gave for the other ones over there at the mall, and so that was pretty cool. This was one of them. These basketball covers I really think are just pretty sweet. I like this one. And I have another one here somewhere. This one right here. I just think is a pretty nice book here. There's a variant cover, as you can see right here, top corner, limited to a 3,000 print, number 72. And I got these next two. These are interesting. These came from England, and it's a series over there called Super Spider-Man with the Superheroes. And these are actually 1976 reprints of some Spider-Man comics. This is a reprint of number 124, which is the first Man-Wolf, first John Jameson. I didn't really pay a whole lot for these, but I just thought they were pretty neat. They're actually printed in black and white. They're a bigger book, but it's just something different. And the guy had these on Whatnot. I thought they were pretty cool. This is actually the second. This is not the first appearance of Man-Wolf. This is the second. And I've got the first one right here. Super Spider-Man with the Superheroes. There's actually, I think, several stories in here. And that's the first one right there. There's several stories in here, just different little posters and stuff. Pretty neat book. Like I said, I don't have a lot invested in these. They're not worth a whole lot. Just think they're kind of a novelty type thing. An older Spider-Man, it's just a little bit different coming from England. You can see the price on them is 9p. So it's just kind of different. Just a cool little item, I think. This next one I got off of Whatnot. This is a web number 50. Number 50. And we've been building a little bit of a web of Spider-Man run. I think I've got the first 37, 38 issues. Missing a few in the 40s. And I didn't have this number 50 right here, which I just think is a cool issue. It's a cool cover on that thing. I just like it. Not an expensive book, but something to build with in your sets and stuff. Now this book right here, interesting thing happened. This one is a Tomb of Dracula, number 14. But if you look, I didn't notice this. I saw this book on Whatnot, bidded on it, had other people bidding on it, nobody mentioned it. But in the top right corner right here, the Comics Code Authority, when I got the book in, I just noticed it was covered with Sharpie or some kind of permanent marker. Now, I used a little bit of isopropyl alcohol to try to get that off, but it didn't really. It got some of it off where you can actually see the code now, but it probably looks worse now than it did when it had the marker on it. But this is not a real expensive book. Something I'm just putting in a Tomb of Dracula run. But it's a good book other than those markings. The book is just really crisp. All the corners look good on it. It presents well. It's just not that marking. I don't know what that would affect. Possibly 2 points, I would think, on a grading scale. But again, this is not one that you're going to send in a grade. It's just a really nice Tomb of Dracula book. It's good on the inside. The pages are white, off-white. But it did have that marking on it, which kind of sucked a little bit, but you know, sometimes you got to take the bad with the good. Now this book I got in today, and I actually think I got a pretty good steal on this book. I didn't give a lot for it because this book has got a fold in it. And this fold is right down the middle, but if you look at it really, really closely, and I'll move it up where you guys can see it a little bit better, and it goes all the way down the book, and I'm going to take this book out and I'll show it to you front and back. Because I looked at this book really close. This book is not creased. It's just got a fold in it. I believe this fold will come out with a press. There's not any creasing on the back. The book has good corners. It's got good coloring in it. It's just, and this Legion of Monsters book is really a nice book. Hard to find in real good condition. This one I got fairly cheap because it had that fold in it. It does have a crease down here in this corner, which is really, I think, the worst thing about the book. I believe this fold will come out with a press, and I'm looking forward to getting it pressed to see what it looks like afterwards. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep it in this bag. Try not to do anything else on it, but got that book fairly cheap because of that fold, and I'm hoping that that's something that I can overcome later on. Here's one that I got. I've been wanting this book for a while, but haven't been able to get it, haven't never been able to find it in good condition at a good price. Well, I was on eBay the other night just looking around, and this book was on there. It had a bid on it. It was almost ready to go out, and I just threw a bid out there, not thinking I would get it. I thought it was like a minute left, and I thought somebody's gonna come in and swoop up and get this thing, and nobody ever did. So I got the book. When I got it in, I was more than pleased with it. It's in really good condition. Man Thing #1. Awesome Gil Kane art in there. I think it's got a Gil Kane cover on it as well. It's just a really nice book. One that I've wanted to add to the collection for a while, and just haven't never been able to find it. But now I do have it. I've got it and proud to have it. Glad that we got this one in the collection. And I've got another one that I got off Whatnot, and this one is a #3 issue. And this one is the first appearance of Fool Killer. I'd say this one is near mint to mint. Good corners. That book is just got awesome color on the cover. Good insides. Marble value stamp is there. It's just, I mean, those Man Thing books are hard to find. Any of these 1973, 74 books are getting harder and harder to find in really good shape. So if you can get your hands on them in real good shape, you need to try to just hang on to them. Really hard to find. But that's Man Thing #3. Here's one I got. I didn't even know about this book. Somebody had it on Whatnot, and I made a deal for it. And the way Whatnot works, they put it up there for auction at the price you made the deal for. And if you don't get your bid in quick enough, then you don't get it for that. Somebody else can swoop in and get it for you. And somebody must have been sitting on ready because they come in for the price that I wanted. And lo and behold, I tried to get it after that. It just kept going up, and I thought, I'm not paying that much. So then I got on eBay, did a little work, looking around, finally found a really nice copy. This one is as good a copy as what I liked about the book and whatnot is really nice, and this one is really nice copy. Uh, Almost mint condition. I don't see anything wrong. The only thing I see is there's some staple indentions right here on the cover, and a lot of these giant size books you got that because they're stapled and they've glued the spines because they're thicker, and sometimes those staples are indented in the cover when it's pressed down for a long time. And there's a couple of staple indentions on there. No tears, no color breaks, no spine ticks. All the corners are sharp. And this is Marvel superheroes, giant size superheroes featuring Spider-Man, and it also has Man-Wolf and Morbius in it. So it's just a really good book. Really pleased to get this one after I lost the one on Whatnot. Was proud to find one in such good shape. I think that was from 1975, I believe that one is. And we talked about Spider-Man 124 earlier on the English comics. Well, I actually got a original Spider-Man 124, and I'll tell you where I first remember this story at. My brother Tracy, when I was younger, he actually had the book and record of this book, and I used to listen to that thing all the time. We would play it and follow along in the book. I always thought it was a cool story, and I wanted this book. This is the first appearance of John Jameson, J. Jonah Jameson's son, and first appearance of Man-Wolf, who is John Jameson. As he came back from the moon, had a lunar rock that he had picked up there, had embedded into his skin, and caused him to turn into a werewolf. And then Man-Wolf goes on to become quite a formidable character in Marvel Comics throughout the years. So he became a pretty big character. This is the first appearance of that character. This is a super nice copy of this book. Again, VF to near mint. It's got the only thing I see wrong with the book is the bottom right corner has a touch of wear on it. I'll get up here a little closer where you can see it. A touch of wear right there, and that is it. All the corners are sharp. There's no spine ticks. Awesome John Romita cover. Gil Kane art on the inside. It's just a really good book. It's a good one for Spider-Man fans to try to get. Hard to find at a cheap price. I thought I did pretty good on it. A guy was trying to charge me an arm and leg for one on Whatnot that was in really good shape. I found this one. I got it for the price that I wanted. I felt better about it. A guy out of South Carolina had it, shipped it to me, and I was pleased with it. So I'm glad to add that one to the collection. Now I do have number 125, which is the second part of this story coming in the mail, but I have not gotten it yet. Next one is another Amazing Spider-Man, number 147. This is a Tarantula. It's not his first appearance. I think it's like a second or third appearance. Just a good all-around book. This was not perfect. It's probably a VF. It's got a little tear down here in this bottom left corner. That's really a lot that I see wrong with it. There's not a lot going on with it other than that. It's got a little bit of staining on the front right here. Back looks real good, but just a good solid book all around. Didn't pay a whole lot for it, so I just kind of, any Spider-Mans, when you start getting below 200, get some major books right there. So anytime you can add one from below 200 in good shape, hang on to it. Pull the trigger on it. This one right here now also came in the same set. It's got a $15 tag on it. I doubt I could get that far. This is a 154 Amazing Spider-Man, Finding Sandman on the cover. This one probably would be fine. I'd grade this fine, good to fine. It's got some wear on all the corners, some wear on the cover, spine ticks. It's got all the stuff that you talk about that you want to try to avoid on comics. Now, it's a good book. It's complete. There's no tears on it or anything like that, but it does have some wear. And this is what you see most books from the early 70s look like. They've been read. They got some wear to them. If you can find them like these other ones I have in much better shape, then you're doing pretty good. It's getting harder and harder to find early 70s stuff. This one right here, I'd rate it probably a fine to getting close to that near mint. It's not perfect. Spider-Man number 200. I had not had this book. I'd seen it several times. This came in a lot that I bought. And they've got it graded as an 8.5. I don't really know if it would bring that much. I see more of a 7.5, possibly an 8. But it's a good book. A thick cover, 200 issues, so it's an anniversary issue. I've not read this book, so I don't know much about it. But awesome Spider-Man cover right there. A lot of people like that cover. Looks like he's revisiting the burglar that killed Uncle Ben in this issue right here. Taking down some ghosts, so to speak. And then, of course, everybody knows we've been doing a little bit of the Marvel team-up stuff. Before I show you some of that stuff, I've got a couple of horror books here that are pretty cool. This one right here is called, and these are harder and harder to find. It's 1973, Worlds Unknown #1. Not an expensive book, but I just thought it was a cool cover. I like the horror stuff. If you've been following me, and you know, I like the horror books. And this falls in that line of the Marvel horror stuff. I really like it. I've got a lot of horror stuff coming that I can't wait to show off once it comes in. This book right here, I thought was pretty cool. Worlds Unknown, #1, Coming of the Martians. More of a little bit of a science fiction feel in this book and horror. I like it anyway. And then I've also got a #5, which this one has got a little bit like a werewolf type creature on it. Worlds Unknown #5. There. Pretty cool. Both these books in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. And then we'll go to, I've got this book, been wanting it for a long time. This is not a great copy. It's okay. It's got a little bit of a We're in the Corners Spectacular Spider-Man #1. Where he's fighting the tarantula on the cover. Iconic cover. This book just seems like it keeps getting better and better as years go on. Spectacular Spider-Man had a long run, I think well over 200 issues, but and I don't think it's still going today. I think they've stopped it, but it had a long run, and I remember this was the second real Spider-Man run to come out, and I remember when this came out when I was a kid. I had this book at one time. I have no idea what happened to it. I'm sure it got sold or traded or something. But anyway, good to have it again in my possession. Got a little bit of a rough corner right here. But other than that, this book's in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Nice book right there. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man #1. And then we'll get into some Marvel team-ups right here. Here's a couple I got. I bought 2 of these books, and I had bids on both of them and wound up winning both of them. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, Man-Wolf, that's number 37. Both these are in very similar shape. That's why I bidded on them. I kind of wanted one in pretty good shape. I like these horror books, like Man-Wolf, Werewolf by Night. Anytime you see the team up with those guys, I usually try to buy it. But got both of these at a fairly cheap price. Not a high dollar book, just a cool book. I like it. But got 2 of these. If anybody's interested in one, hit me up. Here's one. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. This is the second Ghost Rider team up. The first one is number 15, and it's a key issue. I think first appearance of the Orb. But this is still a nice book. Near mint. About a $20, $25 book. 1977. Spider-Man, Ghost Rider. Nice book right there. And it's going to go in our team up run. We're trying to build that run. So hopefully we can get it's 150 issues, so it's going to take a while. But here's another one we got in that run. Spider-Man and Kazar, number 19. 19, first team up with Kazar. Spider-Man. Pretty cool book. Have not read this, but I plan on reading it. Pretty nice book there. Again, going into our team up run. And here's a team up annual, and this one is really cool. I like it. It's a lot of my favorite characters. We got Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Power Man, and Daredevil all teaming up in one book. This is pretty cool. Looks like they're going against a guy called the Purple Man. Again, another one I've never read, and this will go in our team up run as well. Awesome book, in really good shape. This is a near mint copy right here, near mint. Here's an early Spider-Man team up, number 11, Spider-Man and the Inhumans. Number 11, great copy of this book right here. Hard to find near mint copy right here. Just really good. I think it's coming out of a private collection from guys I bought and whatnot. I had a lot of these books put up for years, and you can tell they haven't been read. Maybe one time, maybe not read at all ever. There's number 30, Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Falcon. Again, we're trying to build these runs on these books right here. Spider-Man and Falcon. Again, near mint copy. Great book right there. Another one, number 31, Spider-Man and Iron Fist. Near mint copy. Again, all these come out of the same collection. There's another one, Spider-Man and Nighthawk, number 33. Near mint copy. Number 51, Spider-Man and Iron Man. Near mint copy. Let's get these up a little closer so we can get a better look at them here. And number 52, Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Cap. Number 90, Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and the Beast. Another Team Up with the Beast, number 124. And number 125, Spider-Man and Tigra. Tigra's first appearance was in Giant Size Werewolf, number 1, I believe. This has become a key book. And then I've got a couple of Amazings right here. Amazing number 205. This is actually the origin of the Black Cat, I believe. 205 right here. Not the first appearance, but it does tell how she became the Black Cat. Felicia Hardy. Pretty nice book. And then this is a nice Todd McFarlane cover on this book with the Chameleon, Spider-Man number 307. I've seen this book a lot. I pulled the trigger on it, got it really cheap on Whatnot and a lot. McFarlane covers. And then I've got some in a web series here. Web of Spider-Man number 25. This is something that we needed for our web run. 29. And number 22, awesome cover right here. Love that cover. And then we've got a giant size Spider-Man, number 6, featuring Spider-Man and the Human Torch. And another Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Devil Slayer, number 111. Spider-Man and Devil Slayer. We had another Web of Spider-Man number 9. And then I actually found, well, let's show you this last one here. Marvel Team Up number 42, Spider-Man and Vision. And building our Marvel Team Up run here. And then I was actually able to get in on a run of Werewolf by Night. Y'all know I've been trying to build that run. I've got all the expensive fish except for number 1. I do not have it yet. It's the only one I don't have in the actual Werewolf by Night run. The rest I've got 32. Got all the good keys. But I found these, and these were all in really good shape, and I was proud to get them. Here's number 5, Werewolf by Night. Great cover there. Here's number 9, Werewolf by Night. All these books are near mint. Number 10, Werewolf by Night. Number 12, Werewolf by Night. And last but not least, number 13. I missed out on this book on Whatnot earlier this month, and then I got this one on Whatnot. It's actually in better shape than the one that I missed out on. I got it for cheaper. So sometimes if you wait around, you wind up getting a better buy. So anyway, let's fix the camera here. That's what we've gotten for this month. We got books continuing to come in. I hope I hit a home run on that Legion of Monsters. If I can get it to press out, we'll be in good shape. My Werewolf by Night number 32 is actually off to be graded, so we're excited about that. Hopefully it'll come back. I'm hoping for a 7.5. If I can get a 7.5, I'll be ecstatic with that. But we'll see. It's taking about 5 months for those books to come back now, so it's going to be a while, but at least I've got it going. It's sent off, so we'll get the clock going on that, and as soon as we get it back, we'll let you guys know. We'll see. We'll do an unboxing video, and you guys can find out when I find out what it'll be. It's a really nice copy, and so I hope that CGC does me right on it. But we'll talk about some things right now before we end this video on grading. Let me find the book here, and I'll just show you what I look for when I look for a good book, and what I try to avoid. There's one in here I know that's in this one. Look at this one right here. And this came in a lot. It's not a real awesome book. I would say this book right here would be a fine. If I send it in to have it graded, I could see this book coming back at a 5 or maybe even lower than a 5. And it's got pretty good corners on it. They're not great, but things that I look for and things to try to avoid if you're trying to find something to grade. But this book right here, Spider-Man Falcon, and if you look closely, and I'll hold this up here where maybe we can see it. These right here are these are color breaking spine ticks on this book right here. And there are quite a few of them. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, there's lots of them. This book has a colored cover on it that's darker, so any little blemish shows up on it. You've got touches of white all down this book. A bad corner right here that's got a crease, a color breaking crease in it. A crease at the top right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right at the top you've got a crease on that corner. And then when you start looking at the back of it, you see it's got the Evil Knievel back, but I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but it's got a lot of staining on the back. And you can also see the color breaking creases, spine ticks on the back as well right here. They go all the way through the book. And down here at the bottom, it's got a really bad crease right here. This book has a lot going on with it. Another crease up here. It's just got a lot going on with it. It's not a mint copy. Those are the things I try to look for when I'm buying a book to try to avoid. If I'm looking for a regular copy, I'll pay a lesser price to get a book like this. And I got this book to go into my Marvel Team Up run. It came with 3 or 4 other ones that I bought, and the other ones were in real good shape, so I wasn't really worried about it. This is not a high dollar book anyway, but then if I ever wanted to replace it, I would. But every copy of every book that I have to have doesn't have to be mint on these runs that I've got. I do want the keys to be as close to mint as possible, but sometimes even if you can't afford that on some of these higher dollar books. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what I look for in a mint book and what I try to avoid. A lot of people just will throw grades out there on eBay I've seen where they'll put a certain title of book and they'll put VG, and you pull that book up in a picture and you just know, you're like, VG, where do they get that at? You know, well, they got me to look at it. That's pretty much all I know, but that's not a VG book. That's probably a fair to poor, you know. And I've seen some really crazy grades on eBay where people were putting on in their descriptions and stuff. But I try to avoid any reader copies unless it's just something I'm wanting to read or something that I just want to get to finish up a run or whatever, and maybe I can replace it later. And if I get it cheap enough as well. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Just wanted to kind of show you all the books we've gotten in. We've got more coming. If you like this video, press the like button. And if you like what the content that we're bringing you, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get you some new content every couple of weeks. I can't afford to buy that many books to just put new content on there every day. But as summer goes on, you know, maybe we'll be getting out some more yard sales, and maybe we can do some on-site videos and stuff like you see some of these other guys do. We'll see how that works out. But in the meantime, again, like the video if you did. Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe, if you like our content. And as always, go Dogs. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.